Hi, I'm Teacher Steve, and welcome to Beyond English Unlocking the Power of Language. I'm an MYP language and literature teacher, and today we're going to look at one of the most important skills you learn in language and literature, and that's essay writing. Step by step, we'll look at the process. Let's get into it. Okay, so you need to trust the process, that is, the essay writing process. It's 6 easy steps to help you plan your essay, organize your thoughts and ideas, effectively write and edit your essay. Writing an essay might seem like a big task, but don't worry. Follow the steps, engage the process, and you'll be on your way to writing great essays in no time at all. Let's have a look at the process. Okay, the 6 steps to writing a well structured essay are: number one, understand the topic. Get clear on what the question is and what you're being asked to do. Number two, research, gather your information and ideas. You can't write what you don't know about. Once you've done one and two, then it's time to plan and outline your essay. There's an old saying, failing to plan is planning to fail, and that's certainly true with essays as well. Get organized before you start to write. Number four, write the first draft. This is where your essay starts to come together. Number five, revise and edit. This is where you turn your draft into a masterpiece. And number six, you finalize and proofread before submitting or publishing. They're the 6 steps. Let's have a look at them one at a time. Let's have a look at the first step, understanding the topic. Understanding the topic is essential to stay focused, not get distracted by information that you might find interesting but is not relevant to the topic. And number two, it's important to answer the question accurately. If you know what you're being asked and what's expected of you, then the chances are you'll be able to answer the question accurately. And number three, it's essential to developing a clear and well supported argument. So let's have a look at the process we go through to understand the topic. So, when it comes to understanding the question, we need to follow the process to read, identify, think, clarify, and rewrite. The first one is read for understanding. Read the question, the prompt, the instructions, and note any words, phrases, or concepts that you're not sure about or unfamiliar with and clarify their meanings. Next, identify key words in the question or the prompt, such as analyze, compare, discuss, comment, identify, justify. Once you've done this, then think, what is the question asking me to do? Once you're clear on what you think the question is asking you to do, then rewrite it in your own words so that you understand it. Then clarify this with your teacher or your classmates. Just check to confirm that you understand correctly what the question is, what you're being asked to do. Then you're in a position to move on to step two. Okay, step two. This is probably where the hard work is really done. This is the hard yards. It's researching, brainstorming, gathering your information on ideas. Good essays are based on strong knowledge and evidence. You can't write effectively about a topic that you know nothing about. Every strong essay begins with research and brainstorming, as understanding your topic is essential. The better you understand your topic, the more research and reading you've done, the better you're able to write about it. Knowledge and understanding lay the foundation for all well-written, high-quality essays. So the more work that you put in here, the better will be the essay and the easier the following steps. Okay, start by brainstorming your own ideas and opinions. Just write down anything that comes to mind. Then write down some questions that will help guide your research and thinking. Ask yourself these questions. What do I already know? What do I need to find out? Where will I find this information? What resources do I already have? And what resources do I need? Once you've done this, then start gathering your information. Find relevant information and take notes. Don't cut and paste. By taking notes, you will start to remember and learn more about the topic you're going to write about, and it'll help when it comes to writing later on. Use books, articles, websites, blogs, and podcasts. Take notes on the key points, facts, and examples that you think you might use or will be able to reference later on. And make sure that you record all your sources in case you need to cite them or reference them in your essay. Now that you've got your information together, it's time to plan. That is, organise and outline your essay. Create a simple outline with three main parts: an introduction, the body paragraphs, and a conclusion. Your introduction needs to present the topic, clearly state the main idea or thesis statement, and provide an overview of the key points you're going to discuss in your body paragraphs. Your body paragraphs, each one of these needs to focus on one point. Your points should be arranged in a clear order, and you need to develop each point with evidence and explanations. Your conclusion then summarises your key points, restates the main idea or thesis statement, and here you can add some final thoughts or comments, put the finishing touches on your essay. A strong outline makes your writing easier and faster because it organises your thoughts and ideas in a logical way. Okay, now that you've got your plan and your outline, it's time to write the first draft. Don't worry about this being perfect. It's just getting your ideas down in the order in which you want to present them. Use simple, clear sentences that you can improve on later, and develop your ideas into full paragraphs with supporting evidence. Begin with your introduction. Start with a hook. That's a question, fact, or statement which is going to grab your reader's attention. Then introduce your thesis statement, which is your main argument, opinion, or idea, and briefly state the main points that you will address in the rest of the essay. Now we come to the body of the text. This is the most important part of your essay because it's where you explain your ideas and try to convince the reader to agree with your opinion or the argument you're putting forward. Each paragraph should start with a topic sentence that tells the main idea of that paragraph. Then you should add supporting details and examples that explain your idea, and use linking words like however, therefore, and for example to connect your ideas and make your writing flow smoothly. Let's take a look at a simple example of a body paragraph. It's nothing complicated or complex, but it'll give you an idea or a picture of what a body paragraph should look like. Okay, let's pretend we are writing about why students should have less homework. So the topic sentence, which is the start of the paragraph: too much homework can make students feel stressed and tired. And we provide our supporting details explaining why this is true. When students have hours of homework every night, they don't have time to relax or spend time with their families. Then we give an example to back this up. For example, my friend Maria stays up until midnight doing homework, and she is always tired in class the next day. Then we use a linking word to link our ideas. Therefore, too much homework can hurt students' health and make it harder for them to focus in school. So our paragraph reads: too much homework can make students feel stressed and tired. When students have hours of homework every night, they don't have time to relax or spend time with their families. For example, my friend Maria stays up until midnight doing homework, and she is always tired in class the next day. Therefore, too much homework can hurt students' health and make it harder for them to focus in school. Then we would introduce our second point in the paragraph, building on this first, and set it out exactly the same way. Now we come to our conclusion, and we want to make sure that we finish strong and bring it all together. In your conclusion, you need to summarise your key points, reminding the reader of the main ideas that you talked about. You need to restate your main idea or your thesis statement, and state your opinion or argument again in a different way. And add some final thoughts. Give a strong ending comment or thought about your topic that will leave the reader either convinced or thinking about the points you've made in your essay. Let's have a look at an example. Okay, here's an example conclusion to the essay about homework. In this essay, so we summarise our key points. In this essay, I explain why students should have less homework. Too much homework causes stress, takes away time for fun activities, and doesn't let students get enough sleep. Then we restate our main idea, just in a slightly different way. I believe that less homework would help students be happier, healthier, and more successful in school. Then we add a final thought. Schools should think about how homework affects students' lives and find a better balance. After all, students are not just machines, they need time to relax, have fun, and grow. So our conclusion reads, in this essay I explained why students should have less homework. Too much homework causes stress, takes away time for fun activities, and doesn't let students get enough sleep. I believe that less homework would help students be happier, healthier, and more successful in school. Therefore, schools should think about how homework affects students' lives and find a better balance. After all, students are not just machines, they need time to relax, have fun, and grow. So this way, your conclusion wraps up your essay neatly and leaves the reader with something to think about. Now we come to step 5, edit and revise. So revising and editing is to improve your clarity, structure, and grammar. This shouldn't be making major changes. It should just be refining what you wrote in your draft. So we read our draft. Does it make sense? And are my ideas clear? If a sentence is confusing, then rewrite it. Check if your ideas are supported with strong evidence, and look for repetitive or unclear sentences. Repetitive sentences means that you're not saying the same thing over again or using the same sentence over again in different paragraphs. Improve your arguments and add details if you think it's necessary. Check your grammar and spelling. Make sure you use your preferred app to check grammar, spelling, and sentence structures. Last but not least, read your essay aloud. Check if it makes sense and flows properly. You'll be surprised what you discover when you read it out aloud. Awkward sentences and grammatical mistakes. And last, get some feedback from a friend or a teacher before you do your final draft. Step 6 is finalizing and proofreading. This is where we check for errors and polish the final version. So before submitting your essay, you need to check for mistakes and polish your writing. Correct any grammar, punctuation, and spelling errors. Ensure your formatting follows the teacher's instructions. Check that your introduction, body, and conclusion are strong, and make any final improvements to your word choice and sentence structure. This is where you can add any personal touches that are unique to your style of writing, speaking, and presenting. The other thing is, once you've done this, take a short break before the final proofreading to see your work with fresh eyes. If you do it straight away, you will glance over mistakes that you've made. If you take a break, then come back and do it, you'll see it through fresh eyes and you're more likely to pick up any mistakes and errors. Okay, that's it. Great job. We got to the end. You did it. Now publish and present. Be proud of your hard work. Remember, writing takes practice. The more you write, the better you'll get. The essay writing process helps you to organize your thoughts, express your ideas clearly, and improve your writing skills. Keep following these steps and you'll be on your way to writing great essays in no time. That's Beyond English, Unlocking the Power of Language, essay writing, step by step. So remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment if you've got something worthwhile to say. If you haven't, don't bother. And I'll see you in the next video. See you later. Chat soon. Bye-bye.